Hello there, hope you're all well and you're loving light today. We're going to talk a bit about cutting cords. So the reason why people cut cords with others is to generally move on from a person and let them go energetically. This means like on energy level. People who are close to form energetic bonds with us that resembles cord of energy that link one person to another. These are energy cords that have been created. Those who have seen the cords, and often we can see them in like meditation, for example, describes them as dark in colour. The bonding, itchy eye. The bonding itself can be light with just a slim cord, or you can be corded heavily with another through your chakras and can have multiply thick cording that literally shows your attachment, either mentally, emotionally, sexually, or all of them, what I've just said. But of course, when you care about another, the cording is not a problem. The cords act as a way we send and receive psychic energy between chakras, like theirs and ours. The more energy we send, the bigger the cords, and this is normally in any relationship. So communication between chakras is how a lot of communication happens between people. However, when we want to let someone go because we ain't moving on, the cords and the continued psychic energy, communication between them and us can hold us back. So it's all like energetic as well. The cords, everything's energy anyway. The majority of energy cords that become problematic are those that attach to the heart chakra or your solar plexus. So your heart chakra's here and your solar plexus is here, just above your navel. Your heart emits an electric magnetic field that actually changes based on your emotional state. When we are in the room, the heart forms before the brain. But you didn't know that one, did you? The magnetic field of the human heart can be measured several feet from the body. It is stronger than the brain. See, you learn something new every day. The solar plexus is a very strong energy point of the body that regulates personal power and life purpose. So you can end up giving your power away from this chakra. You end up feeling drained and tired. Even when you intentionally remove an energy cord with someone, they can come back by thought. So power of your mind. In which case you would need to repeat the process of cutting them. Cords are created by the thoughts and emotions, contact and material possessions. So if you cut the cords and suddenly start thinking about them, like you're letting that energy come back in, you're letting them cords attach to you again. So when you cut the cords, you got to try and focus on your thoughts. Luckily, there are easy ways to remove the cords. No cord is meant to be forever. Wherever cords reform again is entirely up to us by our thoughts and emotions. But when we are ready to let go of someone or let someone go, we probably won't go to that effort of reforming the psychic ties any longer. So you got to be ready to do it as well. Symptoms of heavy cording include, so these are some of the symptoms: unable to move on, unable to stop thinking or obsessing over that person, so they're always in your mind, always thinking about them. Frequent conversations in your mind with that person. It's quite distracting. Frequently remembering what they said in the past, feeling their ongoing judgment, arguments, sometimes daily in your mind with someone. Those can be actually psychic arguments. So it's all to do with your own mind by letting the thoughts and you're thinking about them all the time coming in. Constant memories of emotions that arise. So like example, say, oh, we used to watch that together, that song used to be our song, or we did this together or did that together, remind you of them. Temptations to go back in a relationship that does not serve you. Keep thinking, should I go back? Was it me? This and that and this. Stalking another online through social networking, watching them compulsively, unable to sleep. This might not just be relationships either, it could be just like with friends, could be with anybody or anything what's overpowering your mind. People, friends, even psychic attacks, anything like that. You gotta cut the cords when you're overthinking about something. You can be, where was I? Seem to end this process of the past and what happened. So always living in the past. Deep feelings and sadness, anger and depression around the past. Feelings of wanting to get revenge or constantly aware of unfair treatment. Crying a lot. Emotional wreck. Turning down others and offers, and invitations. Feeling when you're not interested anymore to go out and do things, becoming stuck in the past, not looking for new opportunities. So that's all cords as well. What can you expect once the cords are cooked? So what can you expect? In simple terms, you can expect to find your mind no longer dwells upon the person as the psychic attachment has been dissolved. So you're getting that psychic emotional energy away. Your mind is quieter, calmer, and it is like cleaner, out of the closet. All these old emotions with that person dissolves. Hand actions again, look. You now have an extra space in your mind to fill with something better and new, and you're ready for the new to come in. And you will certainly be clearly intent, so your mind will just be clear. You feel at peace. So imagine the freedom you can feel having that extra peace in your mind, letting go of unwanted baggage, not to mention being free emotional as well. If this sounds too good, you may be wondering, why don't we all do this on a regular basis? Why don't people know about this? Well, it's all about part of spiritual awakening as well, so it's all about energies and spiritual frequency. The reason is simply we are never taught in the world where we tend to believe in only what we see. We're not seeing with this. We're just seeing what we've been programmed with, such as psychic cords and attachments go unnoticed, and we have tend to carry unwanted energy and connections around us all the time. You might be picking up other people's feelings, it's not even your feeling. You're having like these anxiety attacks, or you're feeling a bit achy or hurt somewhere, and it might not even be your energy. Anyway, before I go on one again. So, in connections around with us many more years than we need to. So, you can have that connection. When you do a cord cutting on the cords, that, mind you, the above listed, all the stuff what I've just said, like, it lifts. Some people charge money to cut these cords for you, so people can say, got some cords, I'll charge this and I'll charge that. This is entirely unnecessary. You don't need to do that, as it's only you who can actually do this for yourself and control your thoughts. You can cut the cord, someone could charge you loads of money and cut the cords off, but then you'll start thinking about them and you can come back on anyway. You need to learn how to do it yourself. You can cut the cords with any person who is like bothering you, or so anybody like I said. This is to say anyone who sends you strong energy, who intrudes your thoughts and your emotions even when you're alone. If you are done with the person but find they always intrude on your thoughts and you can feel them around you in your mind, always there, you can cut the connection by cutting the cords, simple as that, attach to both of you, because you both got the cords attaching to each other. Some people with strong sexual bonds can find relief here, as well by disconnection your sexual chakra to theirs, such as a bond was once formed. If an old flame was harmful or hurtful to you in some way, you'll literally move on and a new space is formed around you. You can then proceed to fill that space with more pleasant thoughts and feelings. So you're letting go, then you can just get on with things then, can't you? Have more peace with yourself. You can also cut the cords with any person who has abused you, either physically or emotionally, even bullying. Cutting these bonds will help you healing and that much faster, but then you need to do some inner healing as well. Look at my other video on inner healing. This will help you to release the pain and clear out the energy fields or aura of that trauma. So you can cut in cords of that as well, but you need some inner healing, inner work to do that as well. You can certainly continue to cut the cords until they're no longer secure and you have completely moved on. So you can keep cutting them until you know that they've completely gone out your thoughts and you've moved on. Or anything what's happened, cut them. If a cord cutting fails, this indicates you're not willing to really let someone go yet, or let that feeling go yet. But this is okay. It just means that you aren't truly ready to move on. There may be a lesson in that you may not have mastered yet, and you might not have had to realise what the lesson was, and your current attachment is giving you an opportunity to learn that lesson for the good. So nothing's really bad. Cords and attachments can become very problematic for anyone doing energy or psychic work, highly sensitive people and empaths. And a cord is created by thought and emotion. You've got to be careful with your thoughts and emotion, that them cords come in really. So that's understanding what cords are. I will do another video on how to remove the cords. So I hope you all kind of enjoyed that and kind of understand what cords are a little bit more now. So peace out and have a good day. See ya.